Let's quickly go over question 2B of the 2024 test 1 paper. So in this question, we're given a ball thrown directly downwards with an initial velocity of 8 meters per second from a height of 30 meters. And we're asked to say, what time interval does this ball strike the ground? So to represent this visually, it will look something like this. Okay, say, okay, let's say we have a guy here, and this guy drops a ball from the height of, we are told to say 30 meters. And as it drops this ball, it has an initial velocity of 8 meters per second. This is dropping it. So at what time interval does this ball hit the ground? Is what we're being asked to calculate. So in order for us to do that, let's just quickly highlight some of the information that we have. We know that our initial velocity is equal to 8 meters per second, and we're dropping this ball from a height of which is a height of 30 meters, and our value for g is 9.8. And what we've been asked to calculate is the time which it will take for the ball to move from this initial position for it to strike the ground. Okay, so we know the initial velocity, but we don't know the velocity, the final velocity, the velocity it's going to have as it hits the ground. Okay, so let's try to look at the formulas that we can use. Firstly, we have formula number 1, which is S is equal to U, S is equal to U T plus 1 over 2 G T squared. And we know the reason why we're having a plus here instead of a minus is that the acceleration due to gravity goes downwards, and the ball is also dropping downwards. So it's not opposing the acceleration due to gravity. Hence, we're going to have a positive. But if the ball is being thrown upwards, we would have had a negative value of g. So that's our equation number 1. Equation number 2 is v, which is the final velocity as the ball hits the ground, is equal to u plus gt. Okay, so which of these two formulas are we going to employ in this question? Well, we find that our second formula is going to fail because we do not have the final velocity. But we have two unknowns, in short, from this formula. This one is unknown, and this one is also unknown. Hence, we cannot use it. But if we look at our first formula here, we see that it's going to work because it only has one unknown. And this unknown value is t, what we're looking for. So, to fill in the information that we've been given into the first equation, we find that S is equal to 30, and this is equal to U is equal to 8, T plus 1 over 2, G is 9.8, T squared. Okay. What we can do is just do a little bit of manipulation to this equation by moving this one this side so that we can have 0 on the other end. And when we do that, what we're going to get is 4.9 t squared plus 8t minus 30 is equal to 0. Now you look at this. and quickly realize that it resembles a quadratic equation, which it is. So now we're going to solve this quadratic equation in order for us to find the value of t. So what we're going to say, we know that the formula for the quadratic equation is t in our case will be equal to negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4as over 2a. But what you find is there's a quicker way of just doing this at once on a calculator. I don't know if you know that method, but there's a method where you can do that. And if we do this, we know that our a value is going to be 4.9, our b is going to be 8, and our c is going to be negative 30. Okay, so once we replace these values in there and skipping a few steps, we're going to arrive at this point. T is equal to negative what was b, negative 8 plus or minus. Once we replace in the square root, we're going to get 25.53 over 8. Now this is giving us two values. We've got one value of t, we can call it t1, which is equal to negative 8 minus 2, 5.53 over 8. And we've got a second one, which is t2, and it is equal to negative 8 plus 25.53 over, so I say over 8. Supposed to be over 9.8. Sorry for that. So sorry for that. Okay, 9.8. Here we have 9.8. 9.8. Okay, so if we look at these two, which one is the correct answer, which is giving us the value of time? If you try to evaluate this one, what you find is that you're getting a negative value for time. And we know that time is not negative. It's never negative. So this one automatically fails. It can be the answer. But if we continue with this one, we'll find that we are getting, if we subtract 8 from 25.53, we are getting 17.53 over 9.8. And this will quickly give us a value of 1.79 seconds as the time taken for this ball to strike the ground. Well, can say that we can approximate this to be 1.8 seconds. I see no harm in doing that. So that's the time taken for that ball to hit the ground. Okay, so you look at the two equations, you see which one has the least missing factors, where we found that this one had only t missing, this one had v and t, so we could not use this equation. And with that, that's how you quickly solve this question.